All right, mic check. Wednesday, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to check a microphone on a Wednesday. Bill Taylor here, Digital Center. Mic check, mic check. Thank you, Marcus. Hello, Marcy. How are you? Well, thank you very much, Marcy. I appreciate you watching. I really do, I really do. Good evening. It is Wednesday night. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope you're having a blessed evening, that you and yours are feeling God's peace where you are right now. I'll tell you, it's a really cool thing that we get to do, this Facebook Live, because it's a great interaction moment, stuff that we get to do that I can't do within a newscast, right? Answer questions, explain things a little bit further, and, just spend some time with you. It's nice. A few showers out there today. Nothing really too measurable in the San Antonio area. Only a couple of little sprinkles did show up here and there, but it was pretty good out to the east. In fact, let's say if I back this up to 12 hours, you'll get a better idea, I think. We saw some really good rainfall around Victoria. Watch the showers and thunderstorms there. Hallettsville. And that was really about it. Everything from San Antonio and even west was just a little bit of sprinkle here or there. Good evening, Carla. And I don't expect much tomorrow or even Friday, but we start seeing a bit of a shift on Friday as our cold front comes into play. We've got a Labor Day weekend cold front. Not going to be cold front where we're going to get a big pool of drier, colder air moving in. In fact, the front won't even make it to San Antonio. But we will see rain chances increase pretty good by Sunday, especially as this front moves in. I don't know who that is, Janet. I'm not sure. So let's take a look at what we've got on the forecast, because tomorrow and Friday both should be dry. I say should. So take a look at Friday. Pardon me. Take a look at a yawn. And if you're with me on these weeknight Facebook Lives, you know this is what happens to me every single night because I don't know what it is. I pour coffee. I hadn't yawned all day. I take the first few sips of the coffee and I yawn. It makes me yawn. Okay, so here's Thursday. We're dry all day. Lots of sunshine. Make sure you're wearing SPF. Protect your skin as we go upper 90s, maybe even 100 tomorrow. Now here's Friday. And you can see a few downpours out there. Oh, wait a minute. Tomorrow's the first Friday night of Friday Night Football.
Tomorrow's Thursday, Bill.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
But we do have
But Friday, 48 hours from Friday Night Football. I was looking at Friday's future radar.
Yeah.
And I got excited. It picked up a little pep in my step because it's Friday Night Pizza.
That's right.
Friday Night Football means Friday Night Pizza at Ken's 5. All right. Whoa.
That's how excited I am. Just don't.
That's it, see? We all showed it in different ways, David. So a couple of, decent downpours near LaGrange and maybe around Rock Springs. But this is the beginning of what this front will help produce. These little outflows will start moving in our direction Friday evening. It doesn't appear we get much in San Antonio. That's why I'm going 10% chance on what you're seeing. 10% for us. Most of this will stay to our north, kind of rain out on its approach, okay? But let's talk about what happens over the weekend. Good evening, Sharon. How are you? Here comes the front. So here's the rain we just looked at, okay? And I mean, again, there could be a shower that moves into San Antonio, but Saturday morning, front is now stationary, okay? We're not expecting it to move through San Antonio, but here comes the rain from, again, pretty much the hill country and big country of Texas down I-35, down into the hill country, into San Antonio, pretty much Saturday afternoon, okay? So any Saturday afternoon plans, be on the lookout. We're going to have some rain moving in. Now, we're looking at the global models here, and as we get into tomorrow and more high-resolution data, we can get a bit more confident in what it's showing us. But right now, it shows us that it's going to be Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, and then it tapers off late Saturday night, only to return on Sunday. So take a look at what happens on Sunday morning. Some pockets of pretty heavy rain. Look at that, 7 a.m. through 8, 9, 10 a.m. And then it starts to thin out as we get into the afternoon hours. So that's the timing for now. It's only Wednesday night. A lot more changes as we get to Thursday, Friday. High resolution data's in, and we can get a closer look. How long until camping weather returns? Even just highs back down 80 would be great, right? I hear you, David. If you're a camper, I would expect it to be a few more weeks, before we get into some 80s. So what we've got, again, stationary front that'll stall, be the catalyst at the surface for some of this moisture to work with. And when I say some of this moisture, oh, by the way, speaking of, let's go further because we will have chances of rain on Labor Day, but I'm going down to a 20% chance. Looks like it will be a little more wet to our south on Labor Day. So just something to keep in mind. But take a look at the amount of moisture that pushes in from East Texas. This is Friday, upper right-hand corner. You can see the timestamp. Here's Saturday now. Look at that. Saturday night, Sunday. That's plenty of precipitable water. That's plenty of rainfall that'll come down as a result. And it pushes south of us, certainly by Monday night. But during the day Monday right now, a 20% chance. Labor Day weekend, summing it up this way, 30% Saturday, 99, 50-50 Sunday, 20% Labor Day. Okay? Make sure that lines up with 30, 50. Yeah. Okay. Outside of Floresville. Hi, Melissa. Kyler, what's happening? Yeah, it looked like a lot there. Remember, the global models will put it like a blanket, is what happens with that. I've got a rainfall forecast, and you'll see here that we're not expecting as much as you might think by looking at that picture, because once we get into more high resolution, the difference, let me just explain that. What we're looking at now is a global model that does its forecasting on a 25 to 30 kilometer grid, okay? Pretty large. But when we get into the high resolution data, it's going down to a 4 kilometer grid. So it's a much more fine-tuned area that it's forecasting. So the reliability is a little bit higher. The confidence we put in it's a little bit higher. So into Monday now. So this would be Saturday, Sunday, Monday rainfall. Not very much in the city, but 1+ to our west. Half an inch Seguin, inch at Gonzales. Here's another way to look at it. This is also a quantitative precipitation forecast graphic. It'll take a moment to load up. No rain tomorrow, sir. No rain tomorrow. Lance is an uncommon name nowadays, but in medieval times, people were named Lance a lot. Yeah, they were much more common. Hi, Amanda. How are you? No, Kyler. Not tonight, not tomorrow. So out west Texas way is where we're pushing 2 inches. San Antonio area, you can see it's saying green. That's under half an inch. So either way you cut it, it's not looking like it's going to be anything we have to worry about with, any localized flooding or anything too heavy. 4 inches a day ago, a little storm sat over Floresville for a while. Wow. If La Niña returns this winter, what does that usually mean broadly for South Texas? Drier, warmer, or the opposite? Usually a La Niña winter is warm and dry. Warm, dry. And we're in neutrality now. Here's what's interesting. The 2 biggest snowstorms in San Antonio history, 1985 is number 1, 13 inches of snow. 2021 in Snowvid is number 2, about anywhere between 8 and 10 inches, and that's over 4 days. Well, both were La Niña winters. Both were winters where we expect warmer, drier conditions. Not to say that wasn't the case for that winter season. So the season was a little more mild and dry, but we had snowstorms within that mild, dry winter. Certainly can happen. All you need is one good polar vortex to drop out of Canada, one good Arctic front, the right amount of moisture, and bingo, you got yourself a little snow package. That's how you make the snow. All right, so no rain today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday. I think we could hit 100 tomorrow and certainly within reach on Friday. Then the rain chances. Like I said, 10% Friday, but 30 to 40, then 50. And again, tomorrow's the big day because that's when we'll start really adjusting based on what the high res tells us. 10 to 20% chance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. First full week of September, and we've got isolated little pop-ups possible. And temperatures aren't out of control, but they'll be a little above average. No, Kyler, no. So not too shabby, guys, on this Wednesday night. That'll wrap her up. I love you guys and hope you have a wonderful evening. We'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10. God bless you.